Aw yeah, Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. I've been wanting to do a little video on this for a while now, but other things have gotten in the way. Dark Souls have gotten in the way. The fact that I'm a backer for this game, and it took a while for them to send over the free code for the PS4 version, took a while. Okay, so you don't got a whole lot of options here. Just vibration, language, it's only English and Japanese. You can change your button configuration. I assume it should be fine. Yeah, that looks like Castlevania controls to me. I like how some mechanics are, like, censored here so that they don't spoil you. Alright, so Bloodstained, obviously this is the retro spin-off that is coming for the full game later this year. This one's out now, and I'm pretty sure it's on everything. PS4, Xbox One, Switch, Vita, PC, 3DS, I think? I think even 3DS got this game. To be perfectly honest, I forgot that this game existed until it got announced about a month ago. In early May, they're like, oh, by the way, the retro spin-off will launch in a couple weeks. I was like, retro spin-off? Oh, yeah, I totally forgot. I've been a backer with Bloodstained since day one. I'm an enormous Castlevania fan. I love Iga and what he did with the series, the second half of the series. So I was happy to support him, and despite some of the stigma around that's grown since Bloodstained was announced, the stigma around Kickstarter games, because there have been some failed projects. There's been at least one failed project that was directed by a Japanese developer, a creator-director who will not be named, which betrayed a lot of people. But nevertheless, I have been very excited for Bloodstained, waiting patiently. The full game, Ritual of the Night, will be out later this year, I believe, and I'm looking forward to it. But for now, we got this game, which is more of an 8-bit style game, more in line with original Castlevania. Well, I don't have any difficulty modes besides normal. Oh, no, wait, this is different. What is this? It says mode. Clear the game under certain conditions to unlock this mode. Oh, okay, cool. So there's like replay value here. And then you have your playstyle. So this is like easy and hard or normal. Veteran, a style for those looking for a retro style challenge. I have played a Castlevania or two, although I'm still not good at Castlevania 3. You can watch it on the channel to see how bad I am at it. You can see me safe scum my way through it. There was once a man who had been given the moon's curse by demons. That man was Zangetsu. You can speed this up. Wrapped in crimson garb with eyes like fire, he relentlessly pursued the demons who cursed him. As he journeyed from one pit of darkness to another, he would stop at nothing until he struck down every last demon in his path. One night, he sensed the looming presence of a great demon. He swore to eradicate all demons, no matter how much of a threat they posed. Bathed in moonlight, he cried out as he drew his sword, which consumed the darkness from within its wretched steel. On that night, either the demons or the moon itself would feel the wrath of his blade. What an edgelord. There he is, there's Zangetsu, who, his sprite is very Belmonte. Look at that orange. That looks like Simon in Castlevania 1 and Trevor in Castlevania 3. So I did actually play a little bit of this on PC. The Bloodstained team was kind enough to provide temporary Steam keys to those of us who were still waiting on our console codes, the backers. So I did boot it up and play just through this stage. Take that. And that. So this is a little awkward. Let me see here. Okay, so just like classic Castlevania, I cannot change my jump arc in midair. You have to do it before you jump. I heard that playing on the casual style also prevents you from being knocked back when you get hit. Like that. So that's like one of the cruxes of classic Castlevania, is you can't change your jump arcs, and of course if you get hit, you fly back. Which is why a lot of the challenge in Castlevania 1 and 3 is not falling into pits. It's one of the more common ways to die in those games. Oh, nothing in there. So what's different about Zangetsu, obviously, is the sword swinging. That's very much like a future Castlevania game. It's like Symphony of the Night onward. You get blade weapons. But their range is obviously not as good. Look at that rat. Alright, let me use my sub thing. So that's what that does. Oh, that's holy water. Okay. I think, did I have something else and I got rid of it? I think so. So I did see some of the sub stuff, and I know there's one cool one that I would like to pick up again. So that, we do have a score system at the top right. I'm not crazy about this game's UI, actually. I feel like it should be more bunched on the center rather than in the corners. But that's just like that's like my experience fighting me right now, because obviously I'm not used to these games looking like they do in 16:9. Okay, we got two ways here. We got a door and we got a staircase. I'm inclined to go staircase. Now we got a guy pointing too. That's right. I did see this in my little test demo of this game, and they kind of point you the direction you're supposed to go. So I'm now inclined to go through the door. Boom. Oh, I can't go through the door. Interesting. Maybe that's like a different mode type of thing. Can I read this? Oh yeah, totally can. It seems I can use sub-weapons with the triangle button. However, that would require weapon points. If I destroy lamps, perhaps I can find a magic potion to restore my weapon points. I also understand that different colored lamps contain various sub-weapons I can use. Even so, I remain devoted to the sword. While you were wasting time with sub-weapons, I studied the blade. So I've seen this one, that's what that does. It's essentially a Castlevania 4 up whip, but it's only up whip. And it does cost your weapon points. So that's what I don't like. Your weapon points are at the top right, 17 out of 20 now. I would prefer if they were up on the left side where my health is. I don't like having to kind of like divert my attention between the two. I know it's dumb, and it is probably different player by player out. But at least on my TV, it kind of takes like an extra little bit of effort to remember to look on that side. This music's great, by the way. It's, yep, this sounds authentic. It's a little weird to me that this game even exists. Does this fall? Of course it does. It's more of the same. Whoa, wasn't looking. Can I do it midair? I can. Cool. Well, so I imagine that the point system, the money bags we're getting, I imagine it has thresholds to where, damn it, I fell for that when I was playing this on PC too. Also, I love that. I don't like getting hit, but I love that enemy that just did that, where he jumps off of this type of staircase and then he immediately turns around. That's a Castlevania 1 reference. There's an enemy that does that exact attack on this exact kind of layout in the first big hallway of Dracula's Castle in Castlevania 1. So when I was playing this on PC a few weeks back and I saw that, I like screamed like a little girl. I was like, oh yeah, I love Castlevania so much. Alright, get the holy water again. Was it a magic script? It's holy water. Look at these fucking dragon bone heads. Boom. So I take it that's the castle in the distance. So despite the fact I'm a huge fan of Castlevania, and I've been excited for Bloodstained, and I backed it, I've also been kind of ignoring it. I've intentionally not been keeping up with like too much of like the backer updates that I get emailed and all that other stuff. I'm kind of just like, I'll play it when it comes out. I don't want to hear anything about it. You know, like there's going to be a demo very soon, a beta, based on what they're taking to E3. Well, wait, when does this go up? Okay, this is going up on Thursday, so sorry, I'm a little off about like when my videos are going live, so this is going up this week. So it'll be out in what, like a week's time from now? Oh, I got the perfect weapon for you, don't I? Bye. That also looks like a door at the bottom left, but we got another one of these guys to be like, go that way. Huh. Wonder if that is a door. Yeah, maybe, like, I know there are multiple characters in this game, because the trailer, when it dropped, and I, like, marked out for that trailer super hard, because I was yelling at the screen, it's just Castlevania 3! Because this game's Castlevania 3. And, so I know there are multiple characters, and I know, like, the main heroine, Miriam is her name. I know she's in this game. Here's our boss. Alright, so I already fought this dude once on PC, so I remember the strategy more or less. This, like this art style right here, and the colors that are being used, this looks very Shovel Knight-y, which I know, like, obviously, it's just 8-bit, but still. So I remember the strategy for this dude. He's gonna shoot fire down from above now. Oh, I forgot he does that. Luckily I didn't get hit. But there he goes. He starts doing this crap. You just gotta dodge it. Yeah, I can get 5 swings in. But the second he starts pulling it further in, I'm liable to get hit. So it's 5 and then go. Oh shit, I walked into that one. Come on, big boy. Go. All right, I have my I have the up whip now. I thought I still had the little magic scroll, so I can take some swipes at him. Oh crap! I was a little slow that time. But I can do this. All right, I'm out of that. Ooh, close. Hopefully this does it on this round. Yeah, it was just one more. Oh, right. I have not forgotten. Ah, crap. I forgot where to stand. So, I guess those are fake then. Maybe I'm wrong. But, in very... Which game did it start with? I want to say Rondo of Blood. Even after you deplete their health bar, they got one more attack in them, and they can get you. Thank you for saving me. Was it the demon's power you used to seal that beast? You're a shardbinder. New jargon that I don't know. That power can summon forth demons at will. Cannot allow that. Wait, it is true that I'm a shardbinder. However, I have sworn to be ever righteous in my command of this power. I refuse to be used for evil. Then show me the proof of that determination in battle. Miriam has become an ally. That made it sound like we were about to fight. But yeah, I can use Miriam now, which is touchpad, triggers, L1. With new allies, it appears I can use the L1 R1 buttons to switch places with them. No one is without strengths and weaknesses. If I make good use of my allies, I can traverse seemingly impassable terrain. Whenever I reach a crossroads, I'll take the shortest path without fail. If I come to a fork in the path where I can't determine the shortcut, I'll follow the remains of fallen adventurers to lead me in the right direction. Each of my allies has their own stamina. If their health gets low, quickly switching places would be a wise idea. Each type of subweapon that appears when destroying lamps can only be used by a certain person, it seems. No one else can even pick them up. Whip. Yeah, she uses a whip, so very good for me. And she has a high jump. Slide. Yeah, she jumps higher. Is it hold? No, she does it no matter what. She also slide, very Mega Man style, down and X or jump button or whatever. But her whip only goes in, whoops, didn't mean to hit that. Her whip only goes in one direction, so you can't whip up and down and whatnot, like Castlevania 4, which is good. For me, anyway. That's what I want. Ooh, this is so Castlevania 3-y. Like, the fact that there's a ship over there, like, that screams Castlevania 3 to me. Frigid Hell. Yeah, so Miriam lets you play it more like a traditional Castlevania. Don't know what the heck that thing is. Alright, cool. That's what that sub-weapon does. Like a big trident attack. I don't know what that enemy is, but they look freaking cool, don't they? They appear to spawn infinitely as well. Oh man, this looks like the forest stage in Castlevania 3. Fuck, this game rocks. And as of right now, so I'm recording this on Wednesday morning. This goes up tomorrow. There's been no news about anything Castlevania related at E3, which is a little disappointing. I don't know why I got my hopes up. There were rumors of like Konami working on like some sort of compilation game, which unless it gets announced later this week, like on Wednesday or Thursday or Friday, then I'm pretty disappointed. Oh, I picked up a regular knife. This is just the fucking knife weapon. Just like it always was. Take that. Yeah, that was worth it. Yeah, my instincts. My Castlevania chops have not changed. Ooh, health. Yeah, so the hearts are health. Yeah, Zangetsu can't even make that jump. Only Miriam can. Oh, interesting. So the fact that it's telling me go that way, that makes me want to go the down path instead. But I also take that to mean that if Miriam... I know for a fact that if one character dies, it you get to stay alive like with your other character because their health bars are separate. So theoretically, had I died with Miriam up there on that previous screen, I wouldn't be able to make this jump with Zangetsu, so I guess I should take my reward for keeping Miriam alive. Ooh, these guys are frickin' Castlevania 3 enemies. I love it, man. Inti creates and Iga and whoever else at his company that worked on this, they did such a good job with this game. It is such a frickin' love letter. Which is great because Iga had nothing to do with that era of Castlevania, really. I think the first game Iga's name ever appeared on in any capacity was Rondo of Blood. And that was just as like a special thanks. I don't exactly know what it is that he did on that game. So he didn't start working at Konami, I take it, until like, what, the early 90s? So he missed out on like the first, I don't know, 5 to 7 years of Castlevania's existence. And then by Symphony of the Night, he was like lead programmer and co-writer of the game. I think that's his role. And then by like what, 1999, he was like the top producer for all Castlevania. So every like project between... Shit, I'm dead. Well, that gets rid of Miriam, but Zangetsu should still have a health bar. Yep, so I can't switch between them now. And I was at 4 lives before that, right? So you don't technically lose a life until all your characters are dead. But that also means that the game should get, like, theoretically a little bit easier as you go on. How am I going to hit this? Okay, cool. It is close enough. Because with 4 characters, that means you have more opportunities. But then again, maybe that gives them an excuse to make the game much, much harder at that point because you have, like, more mulligans. Anyway, yeah, from like 1999 until... What year did he leave? Like 2013 or so? He was in charge of all Castlevania things except for Lords of Shadow. That was Konami bringing in Mercury Steam to make games outside of the main company. Is it... Did I pick something up out of here? I have no idea. Yeah, if it isn't obvious, I'm not a huge fan of those games. I guess they're okay video games. They're just not Castlevania to me. Well, and what does this do? Is it just like a super power up or something? Maybe I'm doing more damage? Ow. Ow. Yeah, this guy is not designed for Zangetsu. need Miriam's range. Miriam plays a lot better, to be perfectly honest. That guy kind of attacks, not like a bat, but like the owl enemies in Castlevania 3. Shit. Okay, they don't stay on camera. They bail out after that. Ah, it's too late on it. I need to get on the edge of that platform and be ready to swing that. Yeah, so you have to kill both characters, or all 3 or 4 characters once you get them, in order to completely lose a life. Look how much easier he is with that. Alright, there's the knife weapon. Ah, damn it. Hey, back to full health. Yeah, that's so much easier. That thing's like much faster and has a wider range. So let's save, oh, thank God they give you more of it right here. That'll make getting through this bullshit a lot easier. Huh, there's an up path here as well. Yeah, there are a lot of branching pathways. Castlevania 3 had a bit of that. Ooh, what's this? It's a scythe of some kind. Are you an enemy? You look like an enemy. Oh, you're an archer. So what is this? It's the boomerang. That's what it is. Oh, and it destroys projectiles too. Awesome. Ah, crap. There we go. Gotta get way up there for that. Oh, I'm out of it. Ooh. Go, 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 go. It's open for wall meat, or whatever the equivalent is. We got an axe. How about in here? Nothing. Alright, let's see what this does. Oh, that's not what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting a big super attack. I'm out of it. I didn't see how much the requirement was, but given how big it was, I'm going to assume it's a lot. So I get 3 swings in and run. This is a slow way of dealing with this problem. Oh, there he goes. Nothing. Disappointing. Alright, let's use Zangetsu for a little while. I really like the health change. What was that? I don't know. Or was it magic? I'm not sure. Alright, let's hit him with the big axe. Oh, nice. What was that? 5 magic used? Nothing. Awesome. Man, the fact that there are different health bars is so great. You bastard. Eat that. Yeah, Castlevania 3, I'm pretty sure. Is this a boss? Yeah. I wasn't expecting a boss fight right here. Castlevania 3, I'm pretty sure different or same health bars on all your allies. Oh crap, wasn't expecting you to do that shit. Also, these bosses not the same as like Castlevania classic bosses. They're more like Igavania bosses. Because you don't know what their fucking health is. They do not have health bars. Which I'm not a fan of. I would have rather they stayed true and made them a bit more simplified. Yeah, take this, Bubbles. Crap, eating hits here. Yeah! Suck it. You gonna do one last big attack? Switch over to Zangetsu. Ow. I can get a new character? I actually don't know any other characters besides these two in terms of like Bloodstained's advertising. I think there's an Alucard equivalent. Is this him? Or are you another dude? That I would be defeated by a demon. I have been thoroughly humiliated. I am Alfred, an alchemist. Alchemist, you use demons to fulfill your worldly desires. Every achievement requires a fair exchange. Even using demons is sometimes necessary. You have your own goals, correct? My power may be of use to even you. Your existence is unsettling to me, but your skills are not without value. I'll leave your head where it is for now. Alfred has become an ally, so this is not the Alucard equivalent. Just like Castlevania 3, Alucard would be the toughest and hardest one to get. So we're going to stop here. I never intended to play through the entire game. I would encourage you to go get this game for yourself, even if you're not too familiar with like the classic Castlevania style. They're awesome games. I love them, and I'm really excited for Ritual of the Moon. From what I've heard of people who have actually played through and beaten this game all the way, that it's very good, and it has a cool amount of replay value and whatnot. So I think this game's totally worth it. I think it's only $10 too in the US. It's a fairly cheap little game, and it's mainly used as an advertising tool for the main game, which presumably is coming later this year. Though as of now, there's not a date for it, though maybe I'm wrong. It could certainly come out sometime at E3 this week, especially with the demo being up next week for backers. So hopefully there's more good Bloodstained news in the near future. Alright, that does it for now. We'll be back on regularly scheduled programming next week with more trails. Dark Souls will continue for the next couple of months. I've literally just before sitting down to record this, I finished it. They are all wrapped up and recorded, just got to edit them and schedule them, and it'll be ending sometime in early August. So look forward to that. I'll see you guys in the next one.